wasn't yours. I'm going back, I'm going back, I'm going back, I'm going back, I'm going back to who I was before. I like me better, I like me better.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So, as someone who has been here since the beginning when Fenty Beauty launched, I can say that I have pretty much purchased everything that the brand has launched up until recently. Okay, even when they introduced Fenty Skin, I've tried just about everything that they've launched from Fenty Skin as well. So I feel like that is also why this video needs to be made, because I'm at a point where I'm like, what are we doing? Right? This is a video from me to Fenty Beauty because I need to know what are we thinking? What are we talking about in the boardroom? Because I feel like we're losing the plot. I feel like we're losing focus. So let's regroup, okay? Let's go. Like I said, I've purchased just about everything that the brand has ever launched. And I've always said if I liked something that I bought or if I didn't like something that I bought, right? But even the stuff that I didn't buy, I never had a moment where I was like, oh no, this needs to go back to the store. Just absolutely terrible, right? Sometimes it just wasn't for me, but I could see why other people liked it. I never really had a time where I saw that something was coming out and I just said, absolutely not. I want no parts of this, right? Until recently. Now, if you guys saw the video I had posted a couple weeks ago, I talked about a collab that they were doing with a brand called Mischief, where they were releasing, basically for $25, you were going to get 6 packets that look like ketchup. And inside, it could actually be ketchup, or it could be their popular product, the Gloss Bomb, right? Which Gloss Bomb retails for like, what, $20, $21, something like that. And when I saw it, I was just confused because, like, what was the reason? You know, I did a video a couple years ago on the rise of Fenty Beauty and how they could stay there. And pretty much in that video, I said, you know, like, if you just continue giving launches that people are really excited about, like really creative launches, if you continue, you know, giving out products that had quality, like, you'll have no problem, right? So fast forward years later, where we're at a point where I'm looking at collections and I'm like, what is the creativity here? What is the quality out of this? You know, I'm a little baffled that I'm sitting here making this video. Now, there were people in the comments saying that, you know, it's supposed to be like a gag gift or, you know, like a collector's item type thing. But even in that video, I said, you know, okay, but like at the end of the day, like, it should still have a point, a purpose, a something, right? Like because it's a brand that hasn't done stuff like that. So when you start doing stuff like that, it's just, what is the point? You know, why was it necessary for you to do that? And like I said in that video, at that point you could just buy a Gloss Bomb and get the whole product that you would get out of a Gloss Bomb. I did see people saying that some content creators did purchase it to show viewers what it would be like if you purchased it, and some did have ketchup in them, and then some had actual Gloss Bomb. But like at a point, it's just kind of like, okay, cute, I guess. You know, especially like if you're not someone who posts on social media like that, like you don't create content for viewers, like you're just a regular makeup user. Okay, when you get it in real life and you open up one of the packets and it's got ketchup in it, like, what are you supposed to do? You go tell your husband, babe, look, it's got ketchup in it, haha. You know, like, you're gonna call your girlfriend, hey, girl, I bought, out of the 6, I had 4 that had Gloss Bomb. It's like, what is the point of that, I guess, is what I'm saying there. But I saw it, you know, like, okay, I guess everybody has one, right? Everyone's got one where it's just like, what was the point of that? Until earlier this week, where I saw that they were celebrating their 5-year anniversary. Yes, it's been 5 years of Fenty Beauty. And to celebrate it, they were launching, I have a pop-up right here, so this is what it looks like. We're celebrating 5 years of Fenty Beauty, an exclusive blinked out Fenty icon case dripping in 975 hand-applied Swarovski crystals, hyper limited, only 100 available. Thick case holder. You see it? You do. Okay. And it retails for $500. See, now the ketchup, okay, you know, I get it. I don't, but I get it. Now this, I just really had to have a really, like, don't piss me off. Don't do that. Because why? Again, why? Now, I do know when it comes to like anniversary gifts, when brands are like, oh, we've been around for 10 years, for 5 years, it's our 1 year anniversary. They do like to do things that are supposed to be a little more creative, more limited edition, not as easy to access as other things as they launch. Especially because like those products are for the people who are like die-hard fans of the brand. Like I remember ColourPop when they had their 1 year anniversary and whatnot. Like those type of gifts are, or collector items, are for the people like, I am really invested in this brand, okay? I like how people were invested with Anastasia Beverly Hills. So I get that. I get the whole limited edition. I get the, you know, spicing up a product that already exists. But then I look at it and I'm like, the product that you chose and like the actual function of the product and then the price, like it's a lipstick case holder. If you guys don't remember, they launched those lipsticks earlier this year. Not too earlier, like a couple months ago. They launched them. You know, the reception, at least from what I saw on social media, it was okay. You know, again, I still think Gloss Bomb is probably like their most popular lip product. But the reception of it was okay. Enough to focus in on that and like make that the focus of the 5 year anniversary. But since it is a new product, it could be a way to, you know, drive traffic to our new product, like shy away from Gloss Bomb a little bit. We've got lipstick, come buy lipstick. So I get it, but it's a lipstick case. Y'all let me know, do y'all need a lipstick case holder that bad? And not just that bad, but for that price, a lipstick case holder from Fenty Beauty for $500. And that's what I be saying. Like when you create a target audience and you create a fan base, a consumer base, and you get them comfortable to a certain price range to expect from your brand, you can't throw prices like that into the mix, because then they're like, hold up, wait a minute. Now, last year during the holiday season, Chanel released what do they call that? An advent calendar? You know, where it's like 12 days and then each day you open up one of the little slots and it has like product inside of it. Chanel, okay, we know what Chanel pricing is like, right? Chanel launched one for $800. When I tell you that thing was dragged, I mean that thing was dragged on TikTok, on Twitter, it was dragged on Instagram. I didn't really see it on YouTube that much, but it was dragged because when you saw what you actually got inside, it was dragged. I mean, yeah, it deserved to get dragged. But Dior also launched one for I think like $400, and people loved the Dior one, right? $400 for Dior, like that's a price, it makes sense when you hear that, right? The Chanel one, if the Chanel products that you got inside of it had made sense, you wouldn't have seen it get dragged on social media, because the people that can afford Chanel, they can afford Chanel. So they're not going to complain about the fact that it's an $800, you know, advent calendar. The Dior, they're not going to complain that's a $400, because like these are people, you know, they're dropping $400 on shirts. So yeah, it's nothing big to them, right? Fenty Beauty, like no, the other products that you have don't give anywhere near $500, right? Even like the most expensive things, I can't even remember the most expensive things from the brand, but maybe like $60 something, something like that. And then you just throw in $500, a majority of your consumers are gonna be like, oh, wait a minute. And quite literally, that is what I saw. That is how I found out that it was launching. Because I saw someone who said that they had seen them announce they were going to come out with the holder. And they were interested until it actually launched. And then they went to go see what the price was, and it said $500. And she quickly exited out of the screen because, what? $500? And besides having a consumer base that's already used to a price point, let's just think in general, like logically, $500 for a lipstick case. Like even the people who do shop Louis, Chanel, Prada, all that other stuff, like even those people would be like, you know, $500 for a lipstick case? A lipstick case. Now the case does come with a refill in it, like one of the actual lipstick products in it that you get to choose which one you want in there. But like, and like I feel like they know what it is. I just need it to make sense. Now, when I saw it again, I had one of those absolutely not, like, and I don't have that often when it comes to Fenty Beauty, but I said absolutely not. I'm going to keep scrolling. But in the back of my mind, I was like, oh, I already know what your comments are about to look like. Once people find out like what the price is, I already know what they're about to start saying about that launch and what they're about to start saying about Fenty Beauty, because again, it is one of the more popular makeup brands out there, right? Top of the food chain type thing. And then I started looking at the comments, and like I thought, those are exactly the type of comments that I saw. One, you're running out of ideas. You're just throwing things at the wall and going with whatever sticks, right? Two, money grab. The ketchup thing was a money grab because you didn't have to do that. Now this, $500 for a lipstick case, it's a money grab. Like I saw someone who was like, you could go to Michael's and get your own crystals and put on a case, probably for under $50 as opposed to $500 for it, right? So two, it's a money grab. And three, that the brand is becoming a gimmicky brand. And we've talked about that a lot, especially ever since I started doing the Downfall series and whatnot, talking about brands who they're kind of shying away from the fact that you're a makeup brand. Like, please just release makeup. That is what I come to you for. Like, leave all the extra stuff, all the gimmicks behind, and just put out quality products, right? Like brands like NARS, Makeup Forever, they don't give you any flashy packaging. There are no cute dogs on there. Here's the foundation. Hopefully it works. It's good for you. Go about your business, right? And Fenty Beauty was looked at as a brand like that, right? So now a comment that I'm seeing often, especially after these couple launches, is that they're becoming a gimmicky brand. Now, another gimmicky brand that has really lost a lot of its flavor in the last few years is ColourPop. At this point, we know their gimmick is that they're going to launch something once a week. Definitely a brand that is just throwing anything at the wall and seeing what sticks. They are going to collab with any franchise that will give them a contract, okay? They've collaborated with everything from Hello Kitty, Lizzie McGuire to the NBA, okay? Very gimmicky. We don't want that. We don't want people talking about you like they talk about ColourPop, because it doesn't have to be that way. It literally does not have to be that way. You're a brand that, again, is top of the food chain because you've given quality and you've given creativity. So like, what is the point? What is the point of this? Are we running out of ideas? Because if you're running out of ideas, let me tell you, like, there are so many other things that you could be doing, even if you're not going to be putting out new products, like products that we haven't seen from the brand before. Because a couple, maybe months ago, I did see them teasing that they were coming out with powder blushes. If you guys remember, they did launch cream blushes a couple years ago. The reception was pretty mixed on that one. The biggest, like, negative thing people had to say about them is that it was just way too sheer. This actually would probably be a good time to launch those blushes now, because people are very much in the, you know, clean girl aesthetic, minimal makeup type things. So this would actually probably be a good time to make that a focus in advertising. But since it did have that reception and they don't have powder blushes, like, now would have been the time to launch those powder blushes, especially because blush in general right now is a very trendy topic or product in the makeup community. And it's something that we haven't seen from the brand before. Like, yeah, this would have been the time to launch those powder blushes. But even if you didn't want to launch new products, even with all the credit and the hype that Fenty has received for their foundation range, which deserved, you know, they definitely kicked off the whole competition of 40, 50, 60, 100 foundation shades. There are still people who say that they don't have a shade in Fenty foundation, right? The shades are to this, the shades are to that. So even if you weren't going to put out new products, you could just work on formulas that you already have, right? Adding more shades to stuff you already have. I did see that they're getting rid of they got rid of the hydrating foundation. I don't know if they're gonna like reformulate it, work on that, whatnot, but again, a formula that you can work on that already exists. Now we have seen some criticism about their eyeshadows, that the payoff isn't the best, right? So you could be working on better quality eyeshadow. Like, that's what, like, even if you didn't want to put out like new things that you've never seen from the brand before, you could just work on what you already have instead of, you know, whatever this is that you've been doing lately, because like it's starting to turn consumers off. And you don't want that. Like, one of the things about Fenty Beauty, especially it being a celebrity-owned makeup brand, is that it made sense, right? Like, you could look at the stuff, you could say, yeah, it makes sense, you know, to have some shades that are a little funky out there because Rihanna herself will wear funky lipstick colors. You know, it made sense that it's matte because Rihanna has oily skin. The advertising, the imagery that they use in the brand, all of that always made sense when you circle it back to Rihanna. Even the way that Rihanna promotes it herself, like, all of it made sense. It's starting to not make sense. And she's also like not as much in the picture, you know, with some of these launches. I don't think I saw her promote the ketchup thingy at all. But when you start losing that connection, the connection with the brand making sense and the connection with consumer interest in the brand, that's when things start to go left. And that is when brands kick up even more the whole just throwing anything out there and seeing what works. Now, did people purchase the ketchup? Yes, they did. I would assume people purchased the case. Now, they did say only 100 available, and when I was on there right now, it is still available to purchase. So I don't know if that means like it didn't sell out or whatnot, but yeah, we can really cool it on these type of launches. Now, a launch that did make sense, they just launched the Gloss Bomb Ice. So they have Gloss Bomb, the original. They've got the cream version of it, and they have Gloss Bomb Heat. I have Gloss Bomb Heat and Cream on in this video right now. I have every color that Gloss Bomb has come in, okay? So the Heat version is the one that's supposed to, you know, like give your mouth like a hot sensation, and it's supposed to plump up your lips. So I feel like it kind of made sense if they have Gloss Bomb Heat to come out with Gloss Bomb Ice. And the Ice version, you probably guessed it, gives you like a cooling effect to your lips. Like, that makes sense. Like, I like that. I got the Ice version as well. Like, those are the type of moves that we need to keep making, because these other ones, you know, they got the streets talking about y'all, and I can't even defend y'all because I'm also looking at you like, what are you doing? You know, like, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't piss me off. Don't. But yeah, y'all, that is it for this video. I thought I might have a little more clarity as to what's going on by the end of this video. Like, once I tried to, you know, like, from a business perspective, think about it and like, okay, well, I guess this makes sense, and well, that kind of makes sense. That at the end, I could say, I see what we're doing, but I think I'm more confused by the end of the video. So, let me know in the comments down below what you think about some of these latest launches, and just how you feel the brand has, you know, grown in the since we are celebrating their 5-year anniversary, from what you thought of them when they first launched to where we are right now. What do you think about the brand? Let me know all that in the comments down below. Make sure to thumbs up, comment, subscribe, turn notification bells down below. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Yeah, 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 yeah.